Welcome to Spanish 4 Community Network Channel 17 coverage of Maple Mountain High School basketball. As tonight it's Maple Mountain versus Provo as the Golden Eagles are on the road to open up Region A play. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: MVP Sports and the Car Guys. As we welcome everybody here into Provo High School, Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, a great win on Saturday night against a good Pleasant Grove team, but now that part of your season's over. It's a new season starting tonight.
It is, and let's hope that they didn't peak with that Pleasant Grove game. Now this Provo team, it's very, very scrappy. You know, they're coming off a heartbreaking loss to Lehigh, just like Maple Mountain had to a few weeks ago.
And so a good opportunity for Maple Mountain to start off region play with a victory against a team they played 3 times last year, including taking a 2-point defeat in a play-in game with the opportunity to go to the state tournament.
That's right. You know, this Provo team is only 2-7, but you really can't discount them.
And so it should be a very interesting game. Jerry, what are some keys to the game for you tonight?
Well, I think Maple Mountain needs to start off being aggressive, just like they were in the Pleasant Grove game. Take it straight at these Provo players, and don't settle for those outside jump shots. Get it into Abe Durant quickly to establish the low post game like they did, and then play the inside-out game.
The starting lineup tonight for Maple Mountain will have number 1, Jaron Hall, number 4, Jake Dixon, number 13, Sam Cromanhook, number 35, Abe Durant, and number 23, Cade Polson. On the other side for Provo, it's going to be Chase Piggott, number 5. We'll get the rest here for you. Number 42, Connor O'Neill. So we're trying to see number 25, Hunter Bailey. Number 13, Cy Wright. And there's one more that I haven't got, Jerry.
I think that's 35, Nathan Cutchin.
And Nathan Cutchin. So Provo wearing white tops, green lettering. Maple Mountain wearing the all-black uniforms. We're just about ready to go. 8 minutes on the clock. And we're ready for high school basketball on this league opening game. Cromanhook wins the tip.
Look at Cromanhook get up there.
And the Golden Eagles have the basketball. Jake Dixon with it on the perimeter. Back up here. Polson puts it on the deck. We're going to get an early foul against Provo. And it's going to go against Chase Piggott, number 5.
Yeah, anytime outside of the key, the defender puts 2 hands on the offensive player, it should be a penalty.
Golden Eagles basketball at the top with Cade Polson. Polson over to Jake Dixon. Cromanhook comes to get it. Provo settling into a 2-3 zone. Polson's he's gonna take a 3. That one's short. Tipped around by Cromanhook, out to Dixon. Dixon down the lane to Cromanhook. Back out Polson again, and this one's good. A 3-point basket for Cade Polson.
Great tip out by Cromanhook.
A Golden Eagle 3-0 lead. It was the Maple Mountain girls team getting the victory in the game before this one. Inside a steal, Abe Durant comes away with it, and here come the Golden Eagles. It's going to be Polson in the front court. Here's Hall, he'll take a 3.
That's a deep 3.
It almost goes, it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and the ball will go to the Bulldogs of Provo.
I don't know about that call. I don't think Durant even got a piece of that.
Bringing the basketball up is Cy Wright, number 13 for the Bulldogs. Provo trying to play, it looks like, kind of an inside-out game as Maple Mountain's going to zone Provo as well. So a game of zone defense is being played by both teams here in the early going.
Now they have number 5 on Jaron Hall on defense. I think it'd be great just to clear out and let Jaron Hall take him one-on-one.
Bulldogs content working the perimeter. Here's Chase Piggott with it, cross court. Over to Cutchin. Back to the top. Here's Cutchin, number 35. Skip pass across over to Wright. Wright's going to try to find somebody. He's going to get it in the corner. Here's O'Neill.
There is nobody down low for these Bulldogs.
Maple Mountain, here's going to be a 3 on the way. It's going to be long. That one's tipped around and controlled by Cromanhook. Golden Eagles looking to run. Jake Dixon dribbles into the front court. Dixon's going to drop it off to Polson. Or sorry, that's Durant. Polson now there at the top of the key, almost lost it. Cromanhook takes a 3 and makes it.
Nice, 2 threes for Maple Mountain.
So Croman Hook with 3, and the Golden Eagles up 6-0 here in the early going. Provo moving the basketball, gets it inside. That one's almost knocked away, and they're going to get Croman Hook. It looks like.
That looks like they're going to get Jake Dixon.
It looks
or was
like
that Croman Hook?
It's going to be Croman Hook.
That was Croman Hook.
So the first against Croman Hook. And the first foul against Maple Mountain with 5:32 to go in the first quarter. Wright set to inbound. Gets it into Hunter Bailey. Bailey double team, goes up strong, but travels, and that's going to be a turnover.
Great defense by Maple Mountain to start off this ball game.
The early season intensity continuing here in the first couple of minutes of Region 8 play.
Now this looks like a very inexperienced Provo team.
Here's Hall, gets it over to Cade Polson. Polson on the wing, he's gonna put it on the floor. Jump shot is long. Rebound goes to Connor O'Neill. Provo will look to clear, and they do. Here's Piggott. Piggott's gonna put it on the floor, looking for somebody, back to O'Neill, and it will be Cy Wright with it at the top. That was knocked away by Dixon, and
nice steal,
Golden Eagles,
Jake
they're gonna
Dixon.
say Dixon stepped on the line. I gotta say Dixon, when he stole the ball, that his foot hit right on that line.
Coach Averitt was saying it was the Provo player that was out of bounds. I tend to agree with him.
Here's Wright on the baseline. He travels again. The second turnover here for Provo in the early going. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors. At the end of tonight's game, we'll give an MVP Sports Player of the Game. Visit MVP Sports at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Golden Eagles moving the basketball. Polson's going to pop a three.
Another three for Polson.
Polson's not the guy you want to get going if you're the Bulldogs of Provo.
No, I tell you, when he had that air ball and the crowd let him have it, I was thinking you do not want to do that to Cade Polson.
And an early 9-0 deficit for the Bulldogs of Provo. Right over to Piggott. Piggott guarded by Polson. Connor O'Neill comes to get the basketball. Here's Piggott now in the corner.
No down low presence still for Provo. I mean, 42 looks like a big boy. He should get his butt down in the paint.
Right with it, almost knocked away. Here's Hunter Bailey. Here's a deep three for Piggott. That one's going to be off. Rebound goes to Cy Wright. Wright dribbles through the key, gets it back up top. Here's Bailey. Bailey almost had the ball knocked away by Croman Hook, and now Jake Dixon goes for it and makes a little too much contact. That's going to be a foul against Jake Dixon.
He saw that one coming, but just timed it just a little too late.
First foul against Dixon, and that's also going to be the first
second team
foul against Maple Mountain. Provo has had to settle for a lot of long attempts. Here's a long two for Bailey. That one's going to be tipped around and tipped out to Jake Dixon.
Nice job, Abe Durant, clearing that one out of there. Now, Coach Drury for Provo, he loves to slow things down if Provo ever gets the lead. So if Maple Mountain can maintain this, any kind of a lead, they can keep from playing that small, slow ball, stall ball.
Jaron Hall, backdoor cut for Croman Hook, who finishes it off on the other end. That is not an easy pass, and Craig Drury wants to talk about it with 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Maple Mountain 11 and Provo 0. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsor for instant replays, the Car Guys, located at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. You can give them a call at 801-794-0077 or visit them at thecarguysut.net. Early going, Jerry, impressions, adjustments, especially right now, Craig Drury probably has to make some kind of adjustment if you're Provo.
If I was him, I would use those big boys down low. Like I said before, there is nobody in the paint for this Provo team.
Provo, not a team that has a lot of size. And so, really against a team like, Provo has a lot of size, Maple Mountain, not a team that's very big. So, a chance for them to maybe use a 6'7" Connor O'Neill or a 6'6" Braxton Bailey inside. But
they got a 6'7" Foster Harvey in right now. And looks like that's where they're going to, trying to post up Croman Hook.
Inside, it's Hunter Bailey, puts it on the floor, kicks it out, and we're going to have an
Okay.
offensive foul.
Because he was set. He was set. Nice job, Sam Cromanhook.
And that's going to go against Hunter Bailey, his first and the second team foul. Provo now starting to look like they're going to pressure Jaron Hall in the backcourt. Hall dribbles into the front court. And Maple Mountain gets in the middle. Cromanhook trying to get him on the back cut. Looks for Dixon, but throws it away as Dixon stopped. And it will be a Maple Mountain turnover.
A little bit of miscommunication there.
Bulldogs basketball in the front court. Back up at the top. Gets it in the middle. That's going to be a long two, and that one couldn't go. That was attempted, it looks like, by Foster Harvey, number 12. Polson with the basketball into the front court. Going to cross over, tries to drop it back, does get it to Durant. Cromanhook thought about it, he'll pass it up. Jake Dixon with it to Durant. Dixon trying to get Cromanhook, skip pass over Polson. Polson puts it on the floor, gets him in the air, leans in. That one couldn't go. Good board by Durant, goes up strong.
Oh, it looks like he got all arm on that one. I tell you, Cromanhook was matched up against that number 11 inside. I'd really tried a little bit harder to get it down in there to him.
Colin Bosco, number 11, checked in the game, along with Foster Harvey, number 12.
I don't know. If Colin Bosco is 5'11", I'm 6'4".
At minute 40 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Bosco with it, over to Bailey. Trying to look for something inside, lob over the top, gets it into O'Neal, who and one, gets it to go. A 2-point basket for Connor O'Neal.
I think that's going to be 2 on Cromanhook.
And so Cromanhook with 2, probably going to have to go to the bench, and he will. Bryson Anderson, who did not get the start tonight, now checks into the game for the first time tonight. We've been used to seeing Bryson Anderson in the starting lineup for Maple Mountain. And O'Neal hits the extra free throw. He's got all 3 of Provo's points here in the early going. And there we're going to get a foul here against Provo. It's going to go against Colin Bosco, number 11.
Now that's one way to get the opponents in foul trouble, go right at them.
Jaron Hall sets up the Maple Mountain offense with a minute 23 to go in the first quarter. Polson trying to get around Bosco. Bosco not having it. Polson gets into the corner and now sets it back up to Bryson Anderson. Durant gets in the key. He's going to go up. Now he's going to kick it back out to Hall. Here's Anderson. Polson, baseline drive, gets it blocked by, that was Foster Harvey. And that really lights the crowd up. Here's Cy Wright, he puts it on the floor, gets it knocked away by Durant. Here's Harvey at the top of the key, over to Bosco.
You know, Jaron Hall has been quiet so far. I'd like to see him get a little bit engaged in this ball game.
In the middle, Harvey kicks it out. Bosco thought about it, goes right past Hall, and is gonna lay it up and in. Maple Mountain right back the other way. Here's Jake Dixon. Anderson over to Hall. Hall really ignited the Golden Eagles on Saturday night against Pleasant Grove.
Almost got his nose broke, but came out of the locker room on fire.
Playing with the long sleeves. He's got the ball, number 1 for Maple Mountain. Johnny Everett looks like he's very content with playing for the final shot of the quarter. Here's Polson. 4 to shoot. Polson's going to try to get it inside. It's knocked out of bounds with a 1.5 left on the clock. So still a time to catch, maybe take a couple of dribbles and take a shot.
Yep. Who do you think is going to take this last shot?
You know, I'd like to say Polson, but maybe Jaron Hall if he can get open. Anderson left wide open at the buzzer, gets it to go.
Bryson Anderson, nice job.
A great way to score right before the end of the first half, as it's Bryson Anderson knocking down the shot at the end of 1 from Provo High School. It's Maple Mountain 13 and the Provo Bulldogs 5. You're watching high school sports on the Spanish Fork Community Network. You're watching high school sports here on the Spanish Fork Community Network tonight at Provo High School for Maple Mountain and the Provo Bulldogs, where 17 state championship banners for Provo High are hoisted here in the gym going back to 1941. The most recent one looks like 2008 for the Bulldogs, but tonight they're trailing to the Maple Mountain 13-5, and they'll have the ball to open up the second quarter. Moving the basketball once again around the perimeter. Hunter Bailey shoots up a three. That one's tipped around and rebounded goes to Bryson Anderson.
I love how the Golden Eagles just collapse on a rebound.
Jake Dixon baseline gets it into Abe Durant. Back out, Polson takes the three and hits.
That's 3 threes for Polson.
Polson with 9 points on the night, and the Golden Eagles lead goes to 10.
So Garrett Griffin in the ball game for the Golden Eagles. You know, that's one thing you're going to need in region and in state play is depth, and I think Maple Mountain has it this year.
Here's a deep three for Bosco. That one rolled in and out, and Jake Dixon comes away with the rebound.
And immediately sprints down the court.
Dixon to Garrett Griffin, who didn't get it to go, but there's going to be a foul. And this
second foul on Bosco.
To be against Bosco, it looks like.
This transition basketball for Maple Mountain is better than I've seen Maple Mountain ever do. Both offensively and defensively. They get back off missed shots, and they force the issue when they get the rebound.
Tonight's game, of course, brought to you by the Car Guys, sponsoring tonight's Car Guys Instant Replay and MVP Sports, your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987. As Griffin couldn't hit either one at the line, and the Bulldogs of Provo bring the basketball up. In the middle, here's Bailey to the rim, gets it to roll. Bailey's first bucket of the night, as Provo's had a slow start offensively, and Jake Dixon sets up, dribbles into the front court and sets up the Golden Eagle offense. Bryson Anderson has Connor O'Neill on him.
Kind of a matchup zone there for Provo.
And that one's Hunter Bailey gets his hand on it, saves it, tries to throw it off Abe Durant, but they're going to say he was out of bounds before he saved it.
You know, they have number 5 down low who's listed as 6'1". But I think Abe Durant is more than a match for him.
Jaron Hall with the basketball at the top. Gets over to Jake Dixon. Dixon over to Bryson Anderson. Here's Hall. Hall thought about the long two, picks up his dribble, gets it to Anderson. Inside, here's Abe Durant. Griffin down the lane, floats it up. That one goes in and out. Durant gets
rebound.
The board and puts it up and in.
Nice hustle play by Abe Durant.
Durant's first bucket of the night. This Maple Mountain seems to have found a good answer. Here's O'Neill inside, couldn't get it to go. Good defense by Durant to affect the shot, and Hall gets it into the front court for Maple Mountain. And that's going to be, it looks like a foul against Provo, and I think they're going to get Connor O'Neill. And they will. His first, and it's going to be the 5th team foul of the half. So Cy Wright will check in. Here's a three wide open for Durant, and he knocks it down.
It looks like Provo is just going in slow motion.
And a 14-point lead now for Maple Mountain here. 5 minutes before the end of the first half. Wright with the basketball over to Bosco. Bosco gets it in the middle, kicks it back out.
You know, I think 2 and 7 starts to have an effect on your psyche. And I think Provo is falling victim to that already.
Here's Piggott, gets it inside. Bailey spins down the lane. He lost it on the deck, and it's stolen by Abe Durant. Here's Garrett Griffin into the front court. Griffin puts it in the middle, but they're going to get him for a carry, and that will be a Maple Mountain turnover. So an opportunity to run turns into a turnover. We'll take this opportunity to thank the Car Guys, located at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. for sponsoring tonight's instant replay. I'm sorry, that would be MVP Sports, sponsoring tonight's MVP of the game.
Jake Dixon with another steal.
Dixon takes it, loops it up with the left hand.
Jake Dixon with the scoop.
Some of the shots he takes, sometimes I go, no, okay, it goes in.
You know, no one expects him to go back to the left hand, but he is a natural left-hander.
Inside a 3 on the way is good. And so Case Coop hits the 3, and it brings it back to 13-point lead. 3:50 to go before halftime. Hall gets it inside to Griffin. Bryson Anderson pops the 3. Missed it long. Ball's going to be tipped around. Here's Jake Dixon comes away with it. Leaves it for Anderson.
Drops it off.
And Anderson's going to head to the
Anderson,
free throw
you
line.
got to finish that. I would love to have seen a throwdown right there.
Anderson's first free throw is good. I'm going to try this again to thank tonight's instant replay sponsors, the Car Guys at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-794-0077 or visit them at thecarguysut.net. Anderson hits the second of his free throws.
Golden Eagles now 50% from the line.
And they extend their lead to 15. Bailey gets it inside, kicks it out. There's a 3 by Piggott, and he hits it.
That's 2 threes in a row for Chase Piggott.
And so Provo with the basketball. Sets it up top. Here's Wright. That's going to be a
shoot again.
Deep 3, and he hits it.
That's 9 points for Piggott.
So Piggott quickly getting in, Provo coming back in, exciting this crowd a little, and he's cut the Maple Mountain lead down to 9.
Better put Jake Dixon on him. That'll shut him down.
Abe Durant tries to get around Piggott, kicks it out. Hall thought about the 3. Now he'll just pull it back. Here's Dixon.
There's a little more life in Provo. It's funny how offensive production, you know, steps up your defense.
Dixon will take a 3. That's bank shot, couldn't go. Durant pulls the rebound. Ball's going to go loose, and it's going to go off of, it looks like, Colin Bosco, and it's going to head to Maple Mountain.
Plenty of second chance opportunities for the Golden Eagles.
Dixon gets it into Cade Polson. Polson with the basketball over to Jaron Hall.
You know, this 25 for Provo, who is that? Hunter Bailey? He better be good because he's sporting some white tights and purple shoes. Space purple.
And he's got the assignment right now to play at the top of that defense, and we're going to get a foul against Provo. And it's going to be Piggott, and that's his second. And the 17th foul, so Maple Mountain's going to go to the line, and Jaron Hall will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Jaron Hall, a very good free throw shooter.
Hall's first on the way, and it is hit every part of the rim, but didn't go down. Piggott pulls the rebound. Here comes Provo.
The announcer's curse.
Skip pass, Cy Wright for 3, and that one bounces in. And timeout, Maple Mountain. Johnny Everett wants to talk about it with 1:54 to go as Provo has shot their way back into this one.
12 quick points. Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsor for the most valuable player at the end of the game, MVP Sports, your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987. Go see MVP Sports at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork, 801-798-3587, MVPSportsUtah.com. There you can get customized uniforms, equipment, shoes, and all sorts of sporting goods.
So we'd like to thank them for that player we'll name at the end of the game. And right now, Maple Mountain leads at 25-19, but momentum has shifted, and really, from where we're sitting at just about above half court, there's a lot more life to our left here where all the Provo fans and the band and the student section is than there were, say, 5 minutes ago.
Yes, there is. Nothing like raining threes to sprout life in a team.
Dixon dribbles through the middle. Hall out to Polson. He's going to take another three and got it.
That's 4 threes for Polson.
Polson is having a great start to this one.
He's not going to let Piggott have all the fun.
Gets in the middle. Dixon goes for the steal and got a little bit too much of Hunter Bailey. And Dixon's going to pick up his second.
Yeah, whenever Dixon makes it out of, makes it into the second half of a ball game with less than 3 fouls, it's rare. He's aggressive, but he's so much fun to watch.
And Dixon will head to the bench here, I would imagine, for the final minute 20 as Garrett Griffin comes in off that bench. Here's a deep three on its way, and that's short for Piggott.
We call that a heat check, ×2.
And Piggott gets the ball again and hits another one.
He is still on fire. 4 threes for Chase Piggott.
Minute to go in the first half. Here's Griffin over to Polson. Polson gets the basketball to Durant. Here's Jaron Hall. Hall's got Harvey, number 20, has Hunter Bailey, number 25 on him. Griffin had a back cut, but the ball goes out of bounds off Griffin's hand. And
you know what? I would have loved to have seen Jaron Hall just cross over and take it straight to the hole. He only had one guy on him. The lane was clear. But he is a team player. Sometimes you guys got to be selfish.
Wright gets the ball. Piggott takes another deep one. That one wouldn't go in. Polson pulls the rebound with 32 seconds in the half. And Maple Mountain's going to slow this one up. Polson guarded by Bosco, number 11 for Provo.
Just under 20 seconds left.
Hall with the basketball, guarded by Cy Wright. Hall splits the defense. Now he's going to dribble it back out. Checks the clock, 7 seconds. Here's Polson, and Hall just, I think, put a little too much on that, and it just goes right off Cade Paulson's hands.
Yeah,
so Provo.
He's a BYU quarterback. Need a BYU receiver to catch that pass.
And with 5 seconds in the quarter, Provo's going to get one shot. Here's Wright getting to the hole, and there's going to be a foul. This one's going against Garrett Griffin.
And that's a good foul. Golden Eagles have, looks like 2 more fouls to give to put them in the bonus.
At 1.9, and so right away, you're probably going to be finding number 5, Chase Piggott, for Provo if you're the Golden Eagles, and they will. They get it in. Bailey's going to take a deep three at the buzzer and comes up with nothing but air to end the first half here from Provo High School. At the end of the first half, it's Maple Mountain 28 and the Provo Bulldogs 22. You're watching high school sports on the Spanish Fort Community Network. Welcome back to halftime here at Provo High School, where Maple Mountain leads at 28-22. What a first half we had. The Golden Eagles get out to a very comfortable 15 point lead, Jerry, but then all of a sudden, Chase
Piggott happened.
Gets going.
You know, if that continues, that 3-point battle between Polson and Piggott, each with 4 threes, it's going to be fireworks and a fun show to watch. Just as long as Maple Mountain comes out on top, I'll be happy.
The Golden Eagles had a great first half, staying out of foul trouble, and then also finding ways to score. They had Cade Polson, who got hot from behind the 3-point line. It's kind of been a battle of 3-point shooters so far through one half.
Yep. Croman-Hook has a 3. He also helped ignite the Golden Eagles in the first half. Look for more of the same, you know. Look for Provo to get it down low. They started to do that in the second quarter, but we'll see.
So we're going to take a quick break here on the Spanish Fort Community Network. When we come back, the second half, Maple Mountain against Provo. Start of the third quarter here at Provo High School. The Golden Eagles of Maple Mountain leads at 28-22. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, MVP Sports, and also the Car Guys.
Oh, they're saying he stepped out of bounds. So nothing about the slapping of the arms, but.
So an early turnover here for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles gives Provo a chance here to cut into this lead as the lead's cut down from 15 to 6. Here's Hunter Bailey in the high post, over to Cy Wright.
They've got Jaron guarding Piggott. Actually, they're in kind of a matchup zone, aren't they?
Inside, it's Hunter Bailey against Dixon. Bailey spins to his left, goes up strong, gets it to go.
You know, Dixon had a piece of that, but unable to continue it up to its highest point.
And Provo comes back within 4. Golden Eagles with Hall, Croman-Hook, Durant, Polson, and Dixon on the floor. Jake Dixon with the ball in his hands, gets it over to Abe Durant. Durant spins past Bailey, gets in the lane, finds Croman-Hook for 3, and that one didn't go. Croman-Hook hit 2 in the first half.
Okay, now, important thing you saw there was Golden Eagles not crashing the boards like they were in the first half. Offensive foul, yep.
Bailey runs over Sam Croman-Hook. They both end up on the ground, but Bailey picks up his second foul.
You know, Bailey just kind of bent over and spun inside, and Croman-Hook had been there a good 1 second beforehand.
28-24, 6:31 to go, third quarter.
I got that as 2 fouls on Bailey.
Here's Polson. Polson to Durant, backdoor cut, Croman-Hook for the layup.
Nice vision by Durant. You know, I've seen some great assists this game from these Golden Eagles.
They've been very unselfish with the basketball. In the high post.
You know, the Golden Eagles are ranked 5th overall in state. You know, now you can see why. It's the team play, unselfishness.
And Croman-Hook just picks up a foul, and that's going to be his third. So Bryson Anderson will come in and replace Croman-Hook, and the Bulldogs set to inbound from underneath their own basket. Wright gets it, and Bosco throws up a shot, and they're going to get a foul against Jaron Hall with a push. The first foul against Hall and the second team foul.
You know, Jaron Hall has been relatively quiet in this game. One missed free throw on a front end of a 1-and-1. Other than that, I don't think he's taking a shot.
Bulldogs content once again to work the perimeter.
Maybe someone needs to pop him in the nose.
And Jake Dixon just reaches in and steals it away from Bailey, and Anderson finishes it off on the other end with the layup. So Anderson with 6 points, and that stretches the Golden Eagle lead out to 6 here. Bulldogs moving the basketball. Here's O'Neal back over to Hunter Bailey. Tries to lob it backdoor, nobody home, and here comes Bryson Anderson. Anderson finds Polson in transition. He'll take a 3. Got it.
He's not shy. 5 3-pointers for Cade Polson.
Polson, and that's going to spark a timeout by Craig Drury and the Bulldogs as almost midway through the third, and Maple Mountain's pulled out 35-24. We'd like to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring today's MVP of the game. MVP Sports is your hometown sporting goods specialist since 1987. You can visit them at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Give them a call at 801-798-3587 or visit their website, mvpsportsutah.com. You can get customized uniforms, equipment, shoes, all sorts of sporting goods there at our friends MVP Sports. So, quick timeout. You get a 30-second timeout, maybe calm the troops a little bit, but a lot of things for Provo that worked in the first half. Maple Mountain seemed to make the right adjustments.
They did, and I think the right adjustment is just shoot the ball. Give it to Cade Polson and let him shoot the ball.
So 5:17 to go, third quarter, and the Bulldogs will bring the ball up into the front court. Wright gets it inside to Colin Bosco.
It looks like the Golden Eagles are coming out on Chase Piggott right now. Not going to give him any kind of room there for a three-pointer.
Hall immediately right there. And here's a long two for Harvey, and that's good. Harvey, the 6'7" senior, knocks down the two. Here's Jake Dixon. Dixon guarded by Bosco. He gets it in the middle. Anderson all by himself kicks it out. Durant on the perimeter will reset. Back out to Hall.
You know, there's a mismatch
Anderson
inside.
Skip pass to Dixon. Paulson takes another one. This one couldn't go. Missed it long. And Chase Piggott pulls the rebound for Provo. Here's Bosco. Almost a charge. Harvey's going to take a three. That one didn't go. Bosco gets the rebound, throws it back up, and gets it to go. Impressive rebound for Bosco inside against three Maple Mountain defenders. Here's Jake Dixon. He'll take a three, and Dixon misses long. Piggott there pulls the rebound for Provo. Here come the Bulldogs. Side right into the front court.
You know, no one on this Golden Eagles team is afraid to take a shot.
And hitting the three is Colin Bosco.
And Bosco's now heating up.
And Maple Mountain will take time with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. The Golden Eagles. Now, I mean, again, once we've seen maybe Provo not exactly the most disciplined or have the most size.
They've quietly cut it down to 4.
But they're hitting their shots.
They are. And Golden Eagles need to either come out or man them up. You know, come out on that zone defense, spread that out a bit, or match them up man-to-man. Don't give them those three-point shots.
We'd like to thank the Car Guys for sponsoring tonight's Car Guys Instant Replay. You can visit the Car Guys at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Their phone number is 801-794-0077, or visit them at thecarguysut.net.
You know, Samuel Cromanhook's the only one in foul trouble right now with 3 fouls. Unlike in that PG game, it seemed like everyone was going to foul out.
I mean, a chance here for Maple Mountain to, I mean, tonight they're here at Provo, Friday they're at Salem Hills. A chance to, I mean, start off league and continue off where they really stretch, where they've won 4 of their last 5.
Exactly. This would be a big win to start off, you know, region on top.
Anderson gets it over to Polson. Polson on the wing, over to Hall. He'll take a three, and that one's short. And fighting for it, Durant, but it's going to go out of bounds before he can save it. And Provo will have the basketball.
You know, I think he should keep shooting. Just keep shooting, because you're going to need Jaron Hall in this ball game. Got to heat up somehow.
Colin Bosco, number 11, bringing the basketball up for Provo. Between him and Piggott has definitely kept the Bulldogs in this one.
You know, they're coming out on Piggott now, and now Bosco's starting to heat up.
Bosco gets it into O'Neal. O'Neal quickly double team. Moving a ball in the perimeter, trying to play that inside-out game. Here's Bailey, puts it on the floor, and there's no basket, as they're going to say the foul was on the ground.
That's going to be on Dixon, his third.
And Dixon they're going to get with the hold. And Garrett Griffin's going to come in, and Jake Dixon's going to go to the bench here with 3:12 to go. Probably close game, probably a smart move there. Put him on the bench for a couple of minutes and, you know, try to keep him from picking up number 4. Bailey inside with a smooth layup, and it cuts the lead to 2.
That's what we don't want to see, is Provo taking it inside where they have, I think they have a better matchup than Maple Mountain does.
Polson shoots the fadeaway, couldn't get it to go, steals it in the backcourt, and then he does over and back. He stole the ball in the front court, he knocked it into the backcourt, grabbed it, and then that would become the turnover, and a quick explanation given to Maple Mountain head coach Johnny Everett. 2:55 to go, third quarter, 35-33, Maple Mountain on top.
You know, they find themselves with just leading by 2.
Reese Owens, number 33 in the ball game for Provo. Here's Piggott. Bailey tried to take Garrett Griffin baseline. Gets it back, Owens to Piggott. Bosco inside O'Neal. Against Durant, spins, lays it up. There's gonna be a foul on the ground. And that's gonna go against, I believe, Abe Durant. And it will be Durant.
That's Durant's first foul. That's 4 team fouls for Maple Mountain with just 2 minutes left to go in the third period.
Bosco gets it into Harvey Foster, and Provo will now set up their offense. Here's Owens. Owens back up to the top. Bosco thought about it, didn't take it. Piggott gets it inside. Mid-key jumper is going to be off for Bailey. It hits 3 parts of the rim before Anderson pulls the board. Hall in the corner gets it. Griffin found himself pretty open underneath, but gets it out to Polson. Here's Durant with the basketball.
They missed a slashing Anderson.
And we're going to get a foul. This one going against number 33. That's Jesse Owens. And that's going to be his first.
I thought Jesse Owens was a sprinter back in the 40s.
Multi-talented, I guess.
Yes.
35-33. Jaron Hall with the basketball. Gets it, and that one's going to be knocked away. Hunter Bailey got enough of his hand on it to knock it out of bounds for Provo.
So a lot of spark left in this Provo team.
Provo's gone to a man look here. Jesse Owens guarding Cade Polson. Or Reese Owens, sorry. Moving the basketball, here's Polson. Durant with the basketball, back up to Jaron Hall. We're gonna get a foul, and this is gonna go against Reese Owens.
Looks like Owens again.
And that's his second and third team foul.
So Golden Eagles able to get a shot they like.
Griffin looking to try to get it in. He's got to hurry. And 5-second call. Ooh. Provo defensively is really locked down here in the third quarter. And they're fighting back in this one. And coming back in the game will be Colin Bosco as Reese Owens goes to the bench for the Bulldogs.
You know, Golden Eagles need to make some adjustment to the Provo defense.
Bulldogs a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Gets it in the middle. Here's Bailey. Double teamed, open for 3 is Piggott, and he gets it. And Piggott now, I have him with 15.
5 threes apiece each for Polson and Piggott.
And Bulldogs have their first lead of the night, 36-35, with less than a minute to play, third quarter. Durant with the basketball, over to Polson. Polson drives, baseline, lays it up and in, count the basket.
Cy Wright didn't like that call. I think it's the right call, though. He pushed him underneath the basket with his body. So a different kind of three-point play for Polson here.
And Cy Wright just picks up his first, 4th team foul. As Polson now with 17 on the night. And the free throw on its way for Polson is good. A big free throw there makes this, puts Maple Mountain up by 2. Polson goes to the steal, didn't get it. Piggott inside to O'Neal, back to Piggott. Piggott will dribble into the corner now, bring it back out with 33 to shoot. And Provo is going to, looks like, probably play for one here.
You know, both Bosco and Piggott have shown they have college range. So Golden Eagles are going to have to spread that defense out even more, which is going to make it even better for 42 and 25 underneath.
Up at the top, it's side right. Hunter Bailey now with the basketball. And he looks like will take the final shot with 10 seconds. Chase Piggott in the opposite right corner. Bailey puts it on the floor. He's going to bank it up. That one didn't go. Anderson gets the rebound with 2 on the clock. He's going to have to put something up from half court at the buzzer, and he's short.
A little bit short.
A good try, and the Golden Eagles able to fight through the adversity and end the third quarter with a 2-point lead at the end of 3 from Provo High School. It's Maple Mountain 38, Provo 36. You're watching high school sports on the Spanish Fork Community Network. High school basketball on the Spanish Fork Community Network is brought to you by MVP Sports, located at 72 North Main Street in Spanish Fork.
You know, I think Jaron Hall needs to establish himself in this ball game. It's the fourth quarter, in his fourth period. He has no points, and and 1 foul. So pretty much, he needs to inject himself either offensively or defensively in this game.
Chase Piggott misses the 3, and Maple Mountain will set up the offense in the front court. Back at the top, Jaron Hall right
Just
past
like
Hunter
that.
Bailey, and
Just
he's going
like
to draw
that.
the contact and head to the free throw line.
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Connor O'Neill picks up the foul. We'd also like to thank tonight that high school basketball is brought to you by the Car Guys at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork.
You know, I don't think there's anybody in high school basketball that can cover Jaron Hall one-on-one.
So Hall making the first free throw. He'll head to the free throw line here for his second one. And it's good. Quiet night for Jaron Hall, but the Golden Eagles have a 2-point lead.
It should be a 4-point lead.
I was going to say, I've not seen that. There it goes.
40 to 36 for Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. That was a 2-hand push in the back against Croman Hook by Foster Harvey down low.
Bailey puts it on the floor, and they're going to get a reach, and that might be Jake Dixon. And it's going to be Jake Dixon for a block.
That's 4 on Jake Dixon.
And I think Jake Dixon kind of wants, he's kind of looking at the ref like, okay, well. And Dixon probably going to head to the bench here. Nope, Croman Hook. Nope, it will be Jake Dixon. So Abe Durant in, Jake Dixon to go to the bench with his 4th personal. Bosco set to inbound for Provo, gets it in. Bailey takes it right to the rim, O'Neill. And it's going to be a foul against Jaron Hall. So Hall picks up the foul for a hold.
That's 2 on Jaron.
A penalty and a foul that Jaron Hall's probably not used to that being called on him.
So that was before the shot.
Set to inbound. Bailey takes it right, puts it up there with the right hand for 2. Hall into the front court, over to Croman Hook. Over here's Abe Durant. Hall puts it on the ground, dribbles to the rim, lays it up,
Nice.
and it count the basket.
Nice. Jaron Hall.
Once again, showing the leadership when the game's on the line to step up. As Connor O'Neill, number 42 for Provo, checks in.
You know, imagine if we start that like in the Provo game in the first quarter. Mr. Hall. I'll have to talk to him after the ball game.
Hall set to go to the free throw line for the free throw. And that one's off. Piggott gets the rebound. Both teams with 16 fouls, so the next foul for each team will be the bonus. Chase Piggott. Here's Hunter Bailey. Over to Bosco. Right to Piggott.
You got to step out on 5 and 11.
Bailey puts it on the floor, gets to a knee, and it's able to find Piggott in the corner. Piggott dribbles into the middle, quickly finds himself surrounded by Golden Eagles, and Provo will reset with 6:27 to go, 4th quarter. Gets it in the middle, O'Neal. Back out Piggott, shoots a three. Got it!
Good. You cannot leave him unguarded.
I don't know how you defend that. He was about 3 feet behind the three-point line. All you can do is probably get a hand in his face. And it cuts the Maple Mountain lead to 1. Here's Polson. Hall. Polson trying to dribble around him, gets it to Cromanhook. Bryson Anderson goes right past Piggott, tried to get it to Durant, but it goes off of, it looks like Connor O'Neal. It'll be Maple Mountain basketball with 5:52 to go in the fourth quarter.
Griffin coming into the game for Anderson.
Griffin set to inbound. Gets it in, Polson takes a three, and he's hit all of them tonight, so why not this one? Polson with 21. And the Golden Eagles lead by 4.
He couldn't let it stand with Pickett having one more three-pointer than he had.
Polson almost gets the steal, but Bosco to the rim lays it in. 45-43, Griffin in the corner. Lobs it in, Durant quickly double teamed, but the ball is going to be last touched by the Provo Bulldogs.
That was a good idea by Cromanhook getting it inside. Take a little pressure off Polson, maybe open him up for another three-pointer.
Griffin set to inbound, and he'll inbound it to Polson back at the, I guess, quarter court. I'm not sure, but middle of the court.
That works.
Cromanhook over to Hall. And going to the ground was Polson, and they are going to get number 33,
Reese Owens.
Reese Owens for his third.
That's his third.
And Coach Jury not exactly happy with the call.
Feet just kind of got tangled, but it did look like he was pushed down by Reese Owens.
And that puts, Polson at the line for a 1-and-1.
I don't know if Polson can hit from this close in.
The first one is up and good. So Cy right in, Colin Bosco going to take a seat for a minute. Polson trying to extend the Golden Eagle lead to 2 possessions here with the free throw. On its way and good.
100% from the line.
47-43. Setting the ball up here through the middle, throwing up a shot was Hunter Bailey. They're going to get a Maple Mountain foul here, and that's going to make it 1-and-1.
Who are they calling that one on?
And they got Abe Durant, it looks like, for the foul.
Huh.
So now Hunter Bailey goes to the free throw line, and we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
You know, they missed a wide open Chase Piggott there on the right wing.
Bailey's free throw is good. Bailey with 9 tonight for Provo. 47-44. And Bailey's second one on its way is good. It got awfully quiet here in the gym when Bailey was just at the free throw line. 47-45, Jaron Hall with the basketball over to Abe Durant. Here's Polson. Polson guarded by Reese Owens. Hall with the basketball. Durant drives, he's gonna, or no, that's Durant, and he's gonna go to the free throw line with the block.
Nice call.
The blocking foul there going against
Cy Wright.
Wright second. Durant will go to shoot. It looks like they're gonna send him to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's a shooting foul right there. I like how Abe Durant just took it right to the hole.
Durant's first free throw is good. We'd like to thank the Car Guys at 872 North Main Street in Spanish Fork for sponsoring tonight's Car Guys Instant Replay. You can give the Car Guys a call at 801-794-0077 or visit their website, thecarguysut.net, where you can go shopping right on their website, look at inventory, and request more information at thecarguysut.net.
5 for 5 and 3 free throws for the Golden Eagles in the fourth quarter.
And a 4-point lead with 4:35 to go. Wright with the basketball. Gets it over, puts it in the middle. Here's Hunter Bailey. Bailey gets it back to Bosco. Here's Piggott wide open for a deep three.
That's a
Hit
deep
the
three.
front rim, but it wouldn't go down. And Kromenhoek gives it to Polson, who will now dribble into the front court with 4:15 to play.
That was deeper than an NBA three. I guess that's all that's open.
Dixon to the basket, leaves it to Durant, who lays it in.
Yes, he left it for Durant.
51-45 lead for Maple Mountain. Piggott to Bosco in the middle.
You know, just the level of energy that happens to the Golden Eagle team when Jake Dixon comes in. You know, I'm a fan of Jake Dixon. I've made no, you know, there's no hiding that fact. The kid plays hard, fun to watch.
Hunter Bailey hits the big three for Provo. Here's Hall in the post, and
Good.
Abe gets it to go up over Colin Bosco.
That mismatch has been there. With 11 and 5 down low, you know, not true post players, Golden Eagles can take advantage of that all night long.
And there's Polson with a steal. He's
Nice
going to
steal.
save it before he goes out of bounds to Durant. 3:06 to play fourth quarter. Maple Mountain by 5. Polson in the middle, drops it back to Durant. Here's Kromenhoek left wide open. He decides not to shoot it. Durant goes to the baseline, lays it in.
Nice job, Abe Durant. Nice discipline by Kromenhoek, knowing that we didn't need a three. Be a little more patient for the two-point shot, and a cutting Durant makes the play.
At a 7-point lead for Maple Mountain as the Bulldogs take a timeout. We'd like to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring tonight's MVP Sports of the game. Stay tuned for at the conclusion of this game where we will name that player. MVP Sports, located in Spanish Fork at 72 North Main Street. Give them a call at 801-798-3587 or visit them online at mvpsportsutah.com. Get customized uniforms, equipment, shoes, and all other sporting goods there.
You know, it looks like Cade Polson wants that coveted MVP Sports MVP of the game.
And a very good showing tonight for Cade Polson. We talked about it, Jerry, the other night. Every kind of each game you get, it's a different player for Maple Mountain who kind of steps up and has the game. Jaron Hall Saturday night, Cade Polson comes out tonight, and when you have a team that's just more than one guy, that throws defenses for a loop.
It does, you know. You can't just shut down one person anymore. You've got to play defense on all 5 players.
And so 2:50 to go, fourth quarter. Both teams in the bonus, shooting free throws the rest of the way. And right now, Provo down by 7. Got to play with a little probably sense of urgency here. Can't turn the ball over.
I'm trying to get it in the hands of Chase Piggott.
Jaron Hall immediately pointing out where Chase Piggott is on the floor. He's got the ball right now at the top of your screen.
And he'll shoot from there.
Right cross-court pass, Hunter Bailey
He'll
gets it
shoot
to
it.
Bosco, steps in, baseline drive, tried to leave it for Harvey, loose ball is gonna go to Piggott. Back out for Cy Wright for 3, got it.
You know, I can't believe Bosco passed up that 3, but they got it over to Cy Wright. He'll take it.
Cuts the lead to 4 for the Golden Eagles. Abe Durant with the basketball at the top. Provo's had one lead tonight for about, I wanna say about 10 seconds. Kromenhoek, a cross-court pass to Hall. Hall guarded by Bosco, will try to go around him, and Bosco looks like they're gonna get him for a, I don't know, maybe a block or a reach there.
Kind of a, I
And a block.
I think it's a block. His hands were up in the air. Provo fans do not like that call.
So Hall will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
You know, I think this Provo team has been watching a lot of Jimmer basketball. Those are some long threes, and they're hitting them.
Hall makes the front end of a 1-and-1. This place getting quiet at times tonight. And Hall's second one is long, and it's rebounded by Bosco. Here's Cy Wright into the front court. Less under 2 minutes to play fourth quarter. Back to the top. Cy Wright in the corner. Bailey with the basketball. Provo working that perimeter. Piggott double team. Provo probably needs to play a little more urgency than they are.
You know, they're
And Larson runs somebody over. They're going to get a block against Kromenhoek.
that's 4 on Kromenhoek.
And so now it's going to send Foster Harvey to the line to shoot 1-1.
You know, 1:37 left. Chance for Provo to put points on the board with no time off the clock. It's huge.
And the first one is good. Cuts the lead to 4. Big second free throw coming, and it's good. So Foster Harvey hits a pair at the line, and it cuts the lead to 56-53 with a minute and a half to go. And with the way Provo's been shooting, a 3-point lead is not safe. Polson goes by side right to the rim, lays it up, and it rolls in.
Finger roll.
That's when you know you're having everything go your way, when you're getting rolls like that. Down the lane, it's Bailey kicks it out. Bosco on the drive, drops it inside, missing the layup, but getting the putback was Foster Harvey. Minute 3 to go, Hall into the front court, gets it to Durant.
Mismatch inside with Kromenhoek.
Hall's gonna hold it, Bosco gets out there. Hall with the basketball. Looking inside, here's Polson. Paulson will dribble it back out, 43 to play. You have to think Provo's got to think about fouling here pretty soon. Side right with the guarding Polson. Try to get the 5-second call. And it's a timeout, Maple Mountain, is I don't think Cade Paulson had much longer before a 5-second call.
No.
And with 32.7 to go in a 3-point game, if you're Provo, you probably got to think about fouling. Now you got to make your free throws if you're Maple Mountain.
Yes, and Maple Mountain, their offense looked pretty stagnant there. They cleared out looking for Polson, but when Polson was getting the 5 seconds, there's no picking each other to get someone open to get a pass off.
Cade Paulson, what a night, 25 points. You have to think with the night he's having that the ball's going to be in his hands here for the next probably 32 seconds.
I think so. You know, he's perfect from the free throw line tonight. So that's the last person that Provo's going to want to foul.
And really for Provo here, your time for urgency, now you can't take 30 seconds to find a shot here. First off, you don't have the ball, so you got to get the ball back, but then you got to get some quick shots.
Yeah, but with just a three-point deficit and them deadly three-point shooters, I don't think Provo is panicking that much just yet.
Maple Mountain will come out of the timeout with Jaron Hall, Abe Durant, Sam Kromenhoek, Jake Dixon set to inbound the basketball, and Cade Polson. They will not pressure Dixon to inbound, and they'll get it back to Polson here in the backcourt. 30 seconds. Side right, that's Bosco picking him up immediately. They're trying to get after him. Polson all the way, lays it up and in. A big basket for Polson, 20 seconds to play.
You know, I think at this point, 2 points is better than time off the clock.
And turning the ball over,
and immediately
it's Hall
fouled.
who's fouled, and that might have just nailed the coffin as Hall will go to the free throw line.
Now that's 10, so we're in the double bonus now.
So Hall will automatically get 2. Maple Mountain will drop everyone from the key.
So a chance to make it a 3-possession game if he makes both of these.
I shouldn't say the nail on the coffin yet, Jerry. I've not been very good on my broadcast here when I say Maple Mountain probably put the nail on the coffin, and Hall makes the first.
You know, I think with 14 seconds left, I think it's a safe bet. It's not a sure thing, but it's a safe bet, especially if he makes this one.
Hall set, try to make it a 7-point game, and Hall makes it.
He does it. So Golden Eagles closing out another fourth quarter, it looks like.
Hunter Bailey back to side right. They got to put something up. Here's Bosco. He'll rush a 3, and that one's short. Kromenhoek pulls the rebound.
They're just going to hold it.
Provo will let Maple Mountain run out the clock, and the Golden Eagles have survived. They've come up to Provo and get their first region win of the year. The final score here from Provo, it's Maple Mountain 62, Provo 55. We'll take a quick break here on the Spanish Fork Community Network, and then we'll come back to wrap it up. You're watching high school sports on the Spanish Fork Community Network. Here tonight on the Spanish Fork Community Network, the final score, Maple Mountain 62, Provo 55. The Golden Eagles able to come up with a victory tonight. In a great game, Jerry, where really when you take a look at it, Cade Paulson kind of stole the show tonight.
He did. 27 points, 6 3-pointers, 100% from the free throw line. The kid was in fuego.
And on a night tonight where to open up region play, coming off of a very nice win over Pleasant Grove, you kind of wondered, would Maple Mountain maybe let up a little bit, or would they continue to put that gas on the pedal? And they continue to put the gas on the pedal.
That's always the fear coming off a big win, is that the next one, you kind of out of gas, you're emotionally spent. But no, Maple Mountain looks like a true contender this year.
And a nice win to come into Provo. Maybe not the easiest place to team. And really, Jerry, when you look at it, a team that's feisty. I mean, they hung in there when they got down. They didn't roll over and die. They stood in there and fought.
A lot of Jimmer threes from Piggott and Bosco. So MVP Sports, MVP of the game has to be Cade Paulson. 27 points, 6 3-pointers, and 100% from the free throw line. Congratulations, Cade Paulson.
Cade Paulson, our MVP Sports Player of the Game. He'll look to continue that coming up on Friday night when Maple Mountain heads to Salem Hills to take on the Skyhawks, a game that can be seen right here on Spanish Fork 17. Also on Friday night on Spanish Fork 17, the Wasatch Wasps head to Spanish Fork to take on the Dogs.
Tongue twister, Wasatch Wasps.
Yeah, tongue twister for sure. And we'll definitely be looking forward. When you look at that game with Salem Hills on Friday night, a team that's going to have Porter Guston coming back.
Well, he's probably tired from being in that high school bowl game, for Under Armour this past weekend. But he's a true athlete. He's a force that Maple Mountain's going to have to reckon with.
But it'll be performances like we saw tonight from Cade Paulson, along with the other performances we've seen in the preseason portion of the schedule from guys like Jaron Hall that can make it a very good possibility on Friday night that Maple Mountain could improve to 2-0 in Region 8 play and be able to get their region season started off on a great foot.
That would be awesome.
For the entire Spanish Fork Community Network team, I'm Ryan Pickens signing off saying have a good night, and we'll see you on Friday.